Well, hello, this is DJ, and I want to bring you the state of the city outside. Currently, I figured I'd go to the middle of our city where you can see it all just right behind us here. This is the top of the Forest Street Bridge coming off of I-15, and I figured I'd start our state of the city with a little bit of maybe an explanation or an update of some new things that you've seen pop up in our community. We're doing great as business. We're doing great as Brigham City. You can see in the back, just to give you a couple examples, just right behind me here, down on 1200 West, you've seen a couple new buildings pop up. The first one, let's see if I got it. Yep, there it is. First one right over my shoulder there is the new Love's, is that the right one? Yep, the Love's retread facility, right there. There, yeah, right there. We have a new Love's Tire retread facility. It's going to be an amazing addition to Brigham City. Just behind it in the industrial park is what's called Wausau Cleaning Products. They are from Wausau, Wisconsin, and they're expanding their business right here into Brigham City of selling cleaning products. One of the other things that you may have noticed new is right behind the Love's truck station, truck stop there, you have noticed pop up an RV park. That is a Love's RV park. And we're just excited to have that in our community as well. You can see Niagara water bottling company behind us. This year they just installed or are installing their third line for filling water bottles. That means that they're expanding and doing more business, and it's amazing for Brigham City. We're going to do a couple more segments about business. We're going to cover our general plan that's going to be updated this year. I want to talk about what's going on at the mouth of the canyon, or what will be going on in the mouth of the canyon. And I also want to tell you about the investment that we're going to be making in our downtown a little bit, our recreation department for our community, our youth, and what that will mean and what to watch for in the upcoming budget this year. Everyone's excited about the bridge. Well, 99% of us. Maybe that's a fair statement. I am certainly excited about the bridge. It's the change that it's going to bring to Brigham City, and also the options that it's going to bring to all of us. Right now I'm at the corner of the pool and Forest Street, right on Forest Street at the pool. Right behind me, the bridge, we've got a 90% approval this year from UP, Union Pacific, on the bridge. It's currently out to bid. We plan on seeing those bids come in. It's been out for about 3, 4, 5 weeks now. We should see where we plan on seeing those in and opening them in the next couple weeks to see what the cost of the bridge will be. We do have money from the state that 4 years ago when we got that money would cover it. We are 100% sure. Of course, with the inflation that we've all experienced, we're crossing everything we have. The engineers are still 90% sure that we've got the money in the bank to construct the bridge. But as you've gone down Forest Street here, you've noticed a lot of things going on over the summer. Right there at the crossing, there was a lot of work going on. The relocation of the utilities to accommodate the bridge is about 95% done. I think they've got one more storm drain pipe that they're putting in. You'll also, if you've been down around Watkins Park, you've noticed, and here is the outlet here on 800 West, you will have noticed a new roadway that's been constructed that will make it easy for the businesses down here to continue their mode of operation with the bridge coming down right beside them, or in front of them anyways. And so we needed to make that road so that they could continue doing business where they've done business for, in this case, 100 years. So we needed to make sure that they were unaffected. There are other businesses, I hope I don't make you sick, down here on the other side. You got storage bays, you've got the county search and rescue, and public works, and a couple homes, and a church down there as well. There's going to be a connector road from American Way that will go around and connect over by the sheriff's office. If you've been down there, you'll know or have noticed that that part on the south side of 4th Street has been completed. This part that'll go under the bridge and connect American Way to that new roadway down over there by the animal hospital and search and rescue, that'll be the very last road that is constructed. And it'll be constructed once the bridge is almost done, so that we know where the road needs to be. We are excited about some of the things that this is putting a spotlight on. One that I feel strongly about is how we haven't really invested in John Adams Park, Watkins Park, and our rec programs that use these facilities. So in the next couple budget seasons, you'll notice some projects. In this last budget, and I don't know if you can see it, but the lights are being totally remodeled and redone this spring and summer over the softball complex at John Adams. The field at Watkins Park, that we have had an explosion. That's the way it's described to me, an explosion in T-ball offerings, or people, folks with families and children that want T-ball. And we just don't have the facilities right now to accommodate everybody that would like to play. So with the road and the reconfiguration of Watkins Park, the plan is to turn that into a T-ball complex, really, with open field space that will be multi-use. We're really super excited about that. Of course, the hill for sliding is still there. It'll still be used during Peach Days for the car show. Nothing else really changes other than the Little League football has needed to find a new home, which we accommodated this year with the help of our good friends at the school district up at the middle school field. And we want to thank the school district for their help and their willingness to help out and find a home for that program while we're in limbo, or while the bridge is being done. When is the bridge going to be constructed? We're planning right now. So that's a funny question. I'll just give you maybe something real quick. I don't want this video to be real long, or the State of the City to be real long. You get bored and everybody turns off and goes to sleep, which is fine too. You can always come back and watch it. But as we were putting out to bid, or waiting to put out to bid, waiting for the design proposal, our city engineer reached out to a few of the big companies we know typically bid on these big projects, like a bridge that's gonna span 4th Street and open up our city and make it more convenient to get in and out of, and to jobs. And what we were told is, one, if you'll give us a fair amount of time to put to really sharpen our pencils in the bidding process, they felt like we would get the very best prices. Number two is, if we could give them as much time as they thought they needed to stage or to schedule the construction, then we wouldn't have to pay inflated prices because some other project needed to be pushed, or maybe we need to be pushed because something bigger come along. So that's what we've done. We've given them about 5 weeks to bid, and construction-wise, we're going to give them up to a year, 18 months, to get it constructed, so that way we know that we're getting the best price available as per their suggestions. The other thing is the state has already given us the money a couple years ago. It's in an interest-bearing account, and each month that we don't build the bridge means that we're making money on the millions of dollars that we have in an account, which is a bonus, because hopefully that'll cover the inflation, right? That is our hope, that's our expectation. But we're super excited about having a bridge over the rails at 4th Street and what that will do for our city, its growth, and the residents that have lived here for generations. There's a couple exciting things that have been a long time since they've happened in Brigham City that happened this year that I want to make you aware of and get you excited about. Our fire station, which is where we're at, is fully staffed, fully full-time. That is exciting for the community of Brigham City. If you were aware, this week we had our delivery of our new fire truck, and we had the push-in ceremony. We are super excited about that as well. It's our last new fire truck that was purchased was in 2002, 2004. And we've got another one that needs to be replaced. that is on order. It's paid for. It'll be built just with the economic environment and supply chain or whatever else we can blame. It's going to take 2 to 4 years, but we've got another brand new fire truck that's paid for, that is in the queue back at the manufacturing plant. So we should see that in about 2, 3, 4 years. They tell us that'll give us 2 brand new fire trucks that'll be in service for at least 15 to 20 years. Our fire chief, Chief Thewison, in his remarks at the push-in ceremony, said that each fire truck will respond to, in their lifetime, over 60,000 calls. And I just think it's great. I think it's exciting that the citizens of our community have been able to get 2 new fire trucks to keep us safe. I am at Forest and Main, the heart of our city. Why am I here? Well, there's something significant that happened this last year. You can see the Chamber of Commerce building, our old historic firehouse that houses our Box Elder County Chamber of Commerce. Last summer, we made a decision, the mayor's office did, and staff, to turn over the management of the Historic Academy Center that had been restored to our Chamber of Commerce to host events and to manage the facility. And I'm happy and excited to announce that that has gone gangbusters. Gangbusters. They are doing a fantastic job. In fact, so well that they're actively trying to recruit or looking for a restaurant to go back in the front of it to bring more people, give more options, more good options in our downtown for something to do, someplace to eat. But the reason I'm here, you know, it's tourism and business is a major part of our economy, right? And we have one of the most photogenic downtowns in all of America. We've been in books and newspaper articles for our historic downtown. We're going to be doing a little investing. When I say a little, we're not talking about tens of millions or hundreds or thousands, but tens of thousands of dollars. We're going to be doing some significant upgrades. One that I'm happy to announce, well, not announce, but let you know, we're looking into the refurbishing of our arch sign. Most of the folks know when you drive down at night that a lot of times it says ham or Brigham or Bry. Those pesky neon lights, not the lights themselves, but the controllers. In cold weather, in rain, sometimes they don't like it and they stop working. We got up a couple weeks ago and noticed that the top, where it's flat, is starting to rust out. The paint is starting to fade. So we're in the bidding process now to have that sign redone and refurbished. So if you, in the next few months being 6 months or so, if you notice the sign's missing, it's because it's receiving some TLC, some much needed TLC that will give it another 30 years of life before it needs to do it again. Last time it was down was 2004 when it was repainted and refurbished, and it's just time. It's just time. It's iconic. That's us, right? Brigham City. Another thing that's going to happen is we're just gonna try and make downtown, or help the merchants out by making downtown a lot more welcoming. There's going to be some plans that are going forward. We have a Main Street committee that is formed, and they're going to help with the other downtown businesses to and help with the events, with facades, and making sure that it's a place for people to come comfortably, to eat, to just walk around, look around, and enjoy Brigham City. It's going to be amazing. So watch that. There should be an announcement in the budget presentation that'll be that first council meeting in May. But we're excited about the possibilities. Just teeny ones, just a bunch of stuff that it's so small that typically it gets kicked down the road, right? That can that gets kicked down the road. We've decided that we want to pick up those cans and throw them away and get a couple things done that we just put off just because we've had a lot of bigger things on our mind. All right, we're the north part of Brigham City. We just want to talk about or introduce, if you don't know, the new business on the very north. It's Steves and Sons. Steves and Sons. There's so much going on up here. We got North Point Subdivision, Steves and Sons. They're a door manufacturer out of Texas that expanded up here into Brigham City. That's what all the fuss is out here. They should be, they're already working, and we're happy to welcome them to our community. North Point Subdivision. It's gonna be amazing on the old golf course on the north part of town. Just kind of highlighting some of the businesses and developments that's going on. We've got some housing projects. This is a fantastic planned subdivision. There's a couple others that are back in the back towards, to the north of it, the north of the golf course, Cardamine and the North Point here. There's going to be a lot of amenities. It's a mixed development with some townhomes, some single-family dwellings, and some walking trails. It'll be a great place to live. Great addition to Brigham City. What you can't see, but we're on the north, so I figured I'd talk about it, right, is our airport. Our airport is just booming right now. Lots of hangars being built. It's becoming a true regional airport. One of the options, or a future that we're trying to get that's exciting, is the U.S. Forest Service is looking for a home for their wildland fire division. We have put in a very competitive, very comprehensive, very fun bid to be the home for the Forest Service Wildfire Division. An area at our airport large enough to have a Chinook helicopter plus 2 others, plus sleeping arrangements and parking for up to 65 cars. It'll just be fantastic to be able to help with the safety of our forest areas by housing that and having that housed and centered right at our airport. It's a bidding process. We're not the only ones. We feel that we have a really good shot at it, and hopefully it works out. It'll be a big boon for our airport with the facility itself. Along comes federal dollars that are specifically earmarked for the airport that will help it grow, help maintain it. The runways, the lights, the hangars. We couldn't be more excited about our Brigham City Regional Airport. I'll tell you what, if Brigham City was a mullet, the downtown would be the party in the back. But the mouth of the canyon here, there's the business. That's the business end of Brigham City. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you should, just right there. That's our penstock line. It's that pipe that you see running along the canyon, dropping right down where our power department is. We generate about 4% of Brigham City's power, which isn't much, but it's enough to help on peak times, peak loads. But what's happening in the next couple of years that we are, and this is a little different than the other segments because there's a couple exciting concerns, not concerns, but challenges. And I say exciting because it is exciting. That penstock line there, the major portion of it was constructed 60 years ago and hasn't had any replacement, most of it. So in the next couple of years, we have a project that is almost 100% funded with FEMA funds, grants, and other monies that will replace the majority of the penstock line from Manaway down to Brigham City. That's darn right exciting because if it lasted 60 years, the next one's going to last 100, and I'm excited to be a part of that process. And so just be aware of that when you see work up there. That's what's going on. That's part of the business end. By way of water too, just a couple other exciting things. Brigham City, we've been really wise and really fortunate to have a lot of water and to purchase water and have water available. This last year has been no exception. We've been approached by water share holders up in the Manaway Valley and purchased even more water this year, more water shares, and we've had a couple more come through. And we don't turn those down. We don't turn those down because those are good for our community to make sure that we have water in the future growth, and to make sure that we have backup for the just in cases, right? The just in cases. You know, the other thing that I wanted to show you here, this is our electrical department right here. Our amazing crews that keep the lights on in the storms within minutes, if not hours, depending on the severity, but not days, right? But this poor department faces some challenges. that they can't control, right? Transformers that you see right there on that pole that used to be available within weeks, maybe months. Now we're having to wait 18 months to 2 years to get them. And that's nationwide. That's not just us, that's nationwide. But it really poses some challenges for our good folks in the power department, and they are cowboys about it. They just get in and get the job done and do the best that we can to make sure our grid is up. But one of the exciting challenges we have, growth is good for a city. You need to manage it properly, right? You need to know where it's going, you need to do it the right way. But one of the things that comes with growth is the need for more electricity. And that's the challenge that we have right now. Brigham City needs more electricity. You can just go out and buy it, sure, you can buy it, but how do you get it here? You have to, if you can see the lines up there on the poles, it's transmitted through Rocky Mountain's power network. So we don't buy from Rocky Mountain, but they own those lines up there along the mountain and on the other side of I-15. And that's where the power comes. It's our power we buy from other places. Then part of the electrical cost is the price to transport that along those lines that we don't own. Well, in order for us to get more power, their network has to be studied and may need to be upgraded. Our network is going to have to be studied and may need to be upgraded because those transformers that you see right, how do I get my finger? Right there. A lot of those, our network is built for the capacity and for the power that we have. And so there's going to be some costs over the next few years as we grow to make sure that we have the power that we need. We need big businesses to come. We need their power to sell them power. We need that. That helps a city grow and provides jobs for our kids and for other folks that want to move to Brigham City because it's such an awesome community. But if we can't get the power, then all we can do is die and we grow stagnant. So that's one of our awesome challenges. The fact that we feel like we're probably the best looking person at the dance in the state as far as expansion, growth, and we're treating ourselves that way. We're being very picky in who we look at. We're being very picky on how we do it. We want to do it be managed, but we want to make sure that we have the possibility to supply the power that we need as our city grows. What could be more exciting than 1100 South, right? What a great place for a business. As part of our business tour of what's coming that we know about, right there on that corner, you can see Dollar General right there. It's already been announced that on that corner, that space right there, Young Ford is going to be building a new dealership. And we're excited about that and the prospects that it'll bring. Of course, just up the street, we've got our fantastic Hanson family and Hanson dealership and the developments that they're doing up there, the stores, the commerce they're bringing to our town, different food opportunities and little clothing boutiques. It's exciting. As I swing around here to the northwest corner right there, if you watch the Planning Commission and City Council the coming weeks, you'll learn about a development that's coming in there that'll have a major hotel brand, some fast food, some box stores, a little bit of housing spring. Again, today's term or the thing everyone likes to say is mixed development. That's the catchphrase nowadays, and that's exactly what's going to go on right here in this amazing development on 1100 South. We're excited about what it'll do for our city. Growth is organic, right? It's all about location, location, location. Right now, the place to be, as you can see, is 1100 South. And we're excited for what it brings to our city. Well, it's a different day for me, but it's the same broadcast for you on April 1st. Today is April 1st. This is the end of our State of the City. I wanted to thank you for staying tuned and gutting it out with a long, possibly a long, boring video on how things are going here in Brigham City. I hope you get the sense that we're growing, we're doing amazingly fantastic, and we're excited about the future and the prospects that are coming to Brigham City. While at work here, I just want to remind you at the end of this video that we'll be doing a live Q&A on next Tuesday, so a week from tomorrow in the evening. So stay tuned on social media. I think we'll do it at about 6 o'clock. I'll be in the office, and we'll invite invite you to send in questions that we can answer. We'll have some staff there, and we'll answer as many questions as we can. We want to go for about maybe a half hour. Otherwise, it's just not. It gets monotonous and boring, even though the questions are important. But once again, thanks for staying tuned for the State of the City. Thanks for living in Brigham City. Thanks for making our city great. And we'll see you next Tuesday.